address an envelope to one of your donors. And it makes them take the test more seriously instead of or trying to impress me. I mean, if they usually print in real life, I want them to print. There's nothing wrong at all. Printing can be gorgeous. But that, so when they're testing a pen, you know, just say, well, try to get them to say what do you use it for. If they say journaling, say to have it with you. Sometimes they do. Anything they can do to reduce some of the variables allows them to compare the thing they're auditioning today with all the stuff they've used in the past, for better or for worse.
And then you can overlap your ovals.
Oh. So you get more continuity if you do a series of ovals.
It creates a pattern. And then you can change direction like this. You do a small one that's close, and then you do another one that's larger and goes over it, and that breaks through.
Oh.
We're shooting video, so. Alright,
are we rolling? This is Eric again. That's also Dan again.
Sorry for the interruption.
We are at the Los Angeles International Pen Show. We're going to go see if we can interrupt Brian Gray, Edison Pen Company.
Mr. Gray?
Yes, sir. Hello, Mr. Gray. How are you?
Are we on camera?
We're on camera.
How are you?
Supposedly rolling.
Alrighty.
How's the show going, sir?
Not bad at all. It's they haven't even opened the doors for the 10 o'clock crowd, and it was already a madhouse here just a little bit ago.
So that's because I was here?
No, apparently, yeah, absolutely.
How many pens do you have today?
Probably in the ballpark of 250.
Do you have one you'd like to show us?
Anything in particular?
The one you like the most today.
How about a bulb filler with a very small ink window out of a beautiful hard rubber, although I'll bet your camera won't pick up the subtleties of the hard rubber.
No, but I can vouch that it's beautiful. I didn't know you could do an ink window that, are we going to call it thin?
Yes, kind of like a smaller ink window.
It's very subtle. I like that.
I like that too. A lot of times when I do bulb fillers with these large ink windows like this, I'm not always a big fan if it's a material that has lots of grain and lots of pattern.
Right, like my red black ebonite.
Exactly.
I had no ink window because of that.
I think that this ink window would really break up a beautiful material, but in this case, I think that it's a lot more subtle.
Very subtle. Very nice.
What's a better example? Here's one that's a little brighter with a dark tinted ink window, and that might show up on your camera a little better. So there's the bulb mechanism right there.
As usual, beautiful work, Mr. Gray.
Thank you very much.
The Del Coronado, is it here?
I was going to say, I have to show that pen.
Yes,
That's coming. That's coming. This was the newest collaboration between Dan Furlano and myself. It is an enclosed overlay, meaning that, you know, this is all one piece of overlay that encloses the top as well. And what we were really happy with this is that there's actually two sets of threads inside this cap. One is very deep, and you can't even see it, but that actually is a thread right there. That little ring on the edge is actually a thread.
And that's for posting?
Yes, and when you put that in here, you screw the pen on, and it's posted.
And is it a single lead thread?
Single lead thread.
So the clip always lines up with the nib?
There you go.
All right. Beautiful.
Absolutely.
Well, we're going to let you sell some pens then.
Alrighty.
Thank you for taking the time to speak with us.
Thanks a lot.
Mr. Minuskin, if you'll just say hello to the camera, please.
Hello.
How's everything going this morning?
Excellent. It's been a wonderful Los Angeles International Pen Show 2012.
Okay. Do you have a pen you can show us?
Absolutely. One of my featured products for the LA Pen Show and show special is a 1.6 to 1.8 millimeter broad stub, BBBB stub, custom nib done by me, and either a Parker Vacuumatic 51 or an Aerometric.
Wow.
And absolutely, we'll dip the pen here a little bit. And we'll wipe off the nose cone with the Kleenex. And see how wet and juicy that cross stroke is, and that down stroke. And the factory didn't do them this wide back then, so it takes a extensive amount of modification of the nose cone, as well as the retipping, which I specialize in.
Right. That's beautiful, Mr. Minuskin. Thank you very much.
Thank you for stopping
Good luck
by.
today, and we'll be seeing you.
All right.
I'm Eric, you know that. Who are you?
I'm Dan, and we're here with Rich.
Rich Littlestone and Rick Knablein.
At the Los Angeles International Pen Show 2012, and we're going to look at some pens. What have we got, gentlemen?
Well, first thing I wanted to show you is our new flagship model. It's called the Revolution. It's based on the Evolution of Conway Stewart, only we've redone the engraving patterns. We've done then enamel, and it's transparent, so you can actually see the engravings through it.
And what we can't see is what it weighs, because it's a ton.
Yeah, 110 grams.
110 grams.
The other thing that comes with it is we've decided to use an oversized nib design on this one. So it really does present itself very well, balanced out, compared to our standard medium and full-size
The nib
nibs.
is absolutely gorgeous. The pen is gorgeous.
Oh, thanks, thanks. And Rich wanted to show you...
Yes, please do, Rich.
Please introduce it.
Oh, one of our new models called the RR3. This is the third in our series of RRs. And Rich has done all the hand engraving on these.
And what's the machine? Is there a name for the machine that you're using? Straight line engine.
Mm-hmm.
And there are YouTube videos of the
there are.
straight line engine in being worked.
Absolutely. So Rich turns the stoppers out of Damascus steel, and notice each one of the patterns is different. We've used a different Damascus manufacturer for each. Rich cuts the clips out of a sterling, a little harder sterling, right? Because it's a clip design. Engraves them, bends them, and puts them on. And Conway Stewart provides us with the underlying pieces, the actual raw barrels and caps, the liners and the nibs.
I'm sure these are photographing very well, but just in case they aren't, they're stunning. They're just shiny. They're
absolutely beautiful.
You could stare at them all day.
Yeah, they're really
Now,
pretty.
when will these be available?
They're all available now. RR1 is sold out. RR2, there's only a few pieces left. And RR3 is the newest model, just came out.
And what about the first one you showed us? When will that be ready?
And that's going to be ready here in a couple of weeks. We've got the enamelist doing a short run of 10. Then we're going to do some new color variations. And other things are coming out too, little smaller pens, but that's our big flagship.
While we have you here, would you show us a lolly?
Absolutely.
I like the red one.
Okay, we'll grab the red one.
Now, the question is, does it taste as good as it looks?
Well, it is lickable, but I'm not... I'm not sure the taste is going to be appropriate, so we usually sell these with a cherry lollipop, so you can actually satisfy both urges at the same time.
Wow.
Okay, so the lolly is I call it a medium-sized pen, but it comes in here at 70 grams. It's got some heft to it,
Yes.
but not as big.
It's not as heavy as the 110, but this
right.
is
And so we
very heavy
use
pen.
the full-size nib on this one. It kind of balances it out better.
And the filling system.
And it's cartridge converter. We decided to go that way. I mean, a lot of pen aficionados, like pistons and levers and all that stuff.
I've heard that.
I've heard that, right? And for me, they're just a little bit inconvenient. I mean, this is so easy, and especially if you fill it this way. I usually just unscrew the cartridge, then I just dip it in the ink bottle, fill it up, screw it back in, and I'm done. No muss, no fuss.
No bother. Now, we've had that discussion. This converter is basically a piston.
That's right. It's basically
Not
a hidden
volume,
piston.
but it's a piston.
Yeah, it's a hidden piston.
Well, thank you very much.
Oh,
Those
thank
beautiful
you.
Pens.
Appreciate it.
We'll let
Thank
you
you
get
so
back
much.
to your sales now.
Oh, appreciate
and
it.
we'll be shopping.
Yeah, gentlemen, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Come in here, Dan. Come in here, Dan.
Here I am.
Dan's still here. I'm still here with the LA Pen Show. I don't think I'm going to say that every time. And we're standing with Ernest. Say hello, Ernest.
Hello.
Can you show us a pen? Show us the Mina. The Mina.
The one that you're getting.
Yeah, I ordered something very similar, except mine's larger. What can you tell us about this pen?
Okay, so my work is in collaboration with Edison Pen. Well, generally in collaboration with Edison Pen, and we I am doing the lacquer work on many of the Edison products. This pen is a Tamanuri pen. It's made by applying several layers of lacquer in different colors and finishing up with natural colored translucent lacquer. This one is a key Tamanuri, which means yellow, which has a yellow underlayer, and it's very subtle, but you can see the color around the edges, and especially on the threads of the pen.
And this is what I ordered yesterday.
Yes.
A slightly larger Nina. And we're going to put something interesting on the top of the pen. Where's the top of the pen right there? What are we putting?
On Eric's pen, which is a larger version of this pen, will be the
Fountain Pen Geeks crown.
Fountain Pen Geeks crown in gold maquille, or in silver maquille, actually. And we're looking to see if there's another custom purchase coming with a gold one on top.
that might be mine.
Thank you, Ernest.
Hey everyone, Dan here. We're at Conway Stewart's table, and we're here with Mary Burke, and she's just going to kind of talk us through their product line and what they have to offer at the show today.
Today we're showing our Churchill, which is our flagship model, and with the Churchill we are the only company that packages a pen with an actual Churchill cigar, a bottle of ink, and a book of Churchill quotes, which can be extremely entertaining once you start reading through it, but not very politically correct to actually repeat nowadays.
Now my question is, when are you going to release a pen with some scotch?
Well, we're actually working with the Plymouth Gin in the UK. The Plymouth Gin factory is very close to Conway Stewart factory.
Okay.
And so therefore I cannot promise you scotch, but we can do something about gin in the future.
Sounds good.
And what's this next one?
The next one is an overlay that was made by Henry Simple, an exclusive for Conway Stewart. It takes him about 60 hours to actually make the first overlay, and then he casts it in silver. And then afterwards he takes out the silver, he finishes it off so it's nice and smooth. And with any casting you always get imperfections. So that's where he has to take more time to actually work out through with the hand to take off the rough edges.
It's gorgeous. And here's a whole set.
Here we have the Wordsworth. It was initially launched in Europe, which we are now actually expanding the distribution to the US and the rest of the world. We have made the Wordsworth in resin and in hard rubber because we're noticing there is still a trend to go back to basics to get the original way that the materials that the pens were made. This is the new Marlborough edition, which is actually the first time we're launching it at a pen show, so you guys will be you're getting a scoop on that one.
Beautiful. What do we call this one?
It's the Marlborough, and it's the Marlborough Vintage. We're launching the shape of the pen, and the design is called Marlborough. We're having two versions. The Marlborough Vintage will be actually made from ebonite. Each ebonite will be limited to 300 pieces of each colour, available in lever fill, eyedropper and converter cartridge.
So this is a
Marlborough
in
Vintage.
ebonite.
Yes.
And with a lever filler.
Yes.
And the section matches.
Yes.
This is a pen I have to have.
What colour would you like, sir?
That one right here. Conway Stewart listened to us, didn't they?
And then afterwards we're launching it as a resin edition as a regular range. So we'll have the Marlborough Vintage is ebonite, Marlborough Resin is a regular edition.
So we'll still have the section that matches
Yes.
and the lever filler?
Yes.
Or eyedropper?
Perfect.
Yes.
Wonderful. These have always caught my attention.
What we're doing here is that we're showcasing prototypes in different colours. We've already decided the colours we're going to be launching, but it's nice to actually talk through to the consumers the colour decision process, or decision process for the colour, should I say. So people can see how certain colours work and how certain colours don't. On paper it sounds absolutely great. When you put it together it's like, oh my gosh.
I have to try it.
But,
So this one works, I'm guessing.
That one works. The blue one is going to be launched here. We're going to be launching the cream and the green, and of course the cream and the black, which will work with any suit colour. So it'll match any tie or shirt, whereas the pink and black may not so.
And now are these going to be limited editions?
Yes, 100 pieces of each design. List price is $2,400.
Cartridge converter.
Yes.
And what's on the section?
Sterling silver.
Sterling silver.
The people who actually engrave our pens work for the contract with the Royal Mint. So we're top engravers and they have won awards. The enameller, he paints everything by hand. He does work for Rolls-Royce and he's done work for awards, ceremony awards in England for certain events. So he's very well to do, and again, he's the top. He's the best of the best. Everything with Conway Stewart is always made in the UK. We use UK suppliers, UK engravers, UK enamelers, and then we turn everything in the UK in our factory. So over here,
All of this is made in the UK.
yes. Well, our sterling silver is also made, pens are made from rods of sterling silver, so we don't do sleeves, which some companies do to make it a lot cheaper. If you, by all means, please pick up the pen and you'll see it has a heft to it, the weight.
Yes,
And
very,
what
very
you're
heavy.
practicing is all sterling silver.
Feels wonderful in the hand. Now watch me knock all of them over.
Now, is that the new collector's club?
That is indeed.
Fiber?
Yes,
I
yes.
have it. Oh my.
Hand wrapped
This one right
carbon
here.
fiber. We're only making 25 pieces of that.
And they're
Are they all
$300 a piece?
I could do you a discount for 4. No, it's just under $1,000.
It's wonderful.
Are they all sold yet?
Not all of them are sold.
All of them.
We're very selective on how we publish or promote our collectors club because it's given back something nice to the collector for supporting Conway Stewart.
Now, this is the one pen that Dan said he might not be able to leave the show without. Do you want to touch it?
I'll come back and
Okay.
Oh, come on, don't be shy.
Alrighty.
How's
Yes,
the
it
weight?
is.
It's actually very light. And it's stunning. It's beautiful.
Well, I believe that's number 0 or number 1, so...
Oh my goodness. You're not helping, Mary.
I suppose she's supposed to.
I have all the nib grades.
Listen to her.
You can even test write them as well.
Really? Thank you, Mary. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Here we've got Eric checking out his rail pen.
We don't know if there's a pen in the box.
Well, I would hope there is.
There it is. It's not a fountain pen.
Well, you're safe for now.
The universe is safe for now. But I suppose the fountain pen looks pretty much like that, except has a different nib on it.
Roll. ETA to the pin show is what? 8 minutes?
8 minutes.
Let's check out what kind of line we got.
After you, sir.
So this is where the line starts. Let's take a look and see how long it is.
Now we have another cat that's out.
So now their policy is.
And it goes clear down the hallway. Now, thank God we got our trader passes because we can go in way before all this. Yeah.
6 minutes.
6 minutes.
6 minutes. 6 short minutes. California short minutes.